What? You hear something?
Is that the phone?
Who'll be calling us?
Could it be
I don't know.
the one and only
Sasquatch?
Trunks?
DJ
DJ!
Trunks!
Trunks the DJ. Hello.
Trunks, how are you, man? I see you in the car, moving, shaking and moving, huh?
Well, he's probably shaking and moving because he's coming back from his big old Mariners good time on Friday night at T-Mobile.
You at T-Mobile Park last night? Trunks, I didn't get the invite. Man.
Next game, you're definitely down there with me next game. I'm gonna put you on the turntables too, so I can get a little bathroom break or something.
I don't know if you want to do that. I'm not really good. They'd be like, why does it sound like a 2-year-old?
Larry just likes to be invited. He just wants the invite.
If you want me to talk and babble, Trunks, I have that down packed, right?
We're gonna leave the DJ into Trunks.
Leave that to a professional. How was the night last night, though? How was the event?
Thursday night was opening night. I did Friday night. Friday night was fun, man. I mean, it was kind of surreal because I grew up a huge baseball fan. So being out there, heading up and seeing like Julio Rodriguez and like, you know, the rest of the squad out there vibing to the music. It was really cool. Fans were out there. T-Mobile Park is beautiful. Sound system's great. And they really, you know, they see me at Kraken games and Storm games and stuff like that. So they kind of just were like, you know, just do you. So, and when I have fun, everybody else has fun. So like you give me the, you know, the runway, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
He'll do a little turn in the DJ booth. Yeah, in the DJ booth. Trunks.
I didn't know he making extra money out there. Now, Trunks, you said you grew up a huge baseball fan. Now, being from Atlanta, were you a Braves fan or did you have another team?
Yeah, man. It was, I mean, I grew up a Braves fan, you know,
Okay.
100%. I used to work at the Brave Stadium as a DJ at this bar they had there before I eventually moved out here. Now, you know, I can't say that I'm not falling in love with the Mariners. I was a huge Ken Griffey. I had the Ken Griffey Jr.'s poster on my wall in Atlanta, and I had you know, the cards and all that kind of stuff. So I was fully aware of the Mariners, and I knew I liked them, but because I was in the city and I had, you know, a job there, that was kind of where my
your
my
loyalty
fan.
lies. Yeah, listen, I'm a Giants fan. I'm still a Giants fan. What team we are, but I'm still a fan. See, I get moved all the time here. That's, you know, and I'm okay because I'm loyal to my team that's not gonna give me another Super Bowl, but that's all right, Trunks. But Trunks, so growing up in Atlanta, right? And then you had an inspiring move to Los Angeles and now Seattle. But I want to talk about when you as a child, when did you fall in love with music? Did you always know you're going to be a DJ?
Well, I didn't really know I was going to be a DJ. It kind of worked out where I was so bad at actually playing the sports that they asked. So like, you know, I've always liked playing music. I was always the guy in the car, you know, hand me the aux cord, you know, that I'm always been that guy. But when I was growing up and when I was in high school, I would play the music for the basketball team, or I'd make music for the football team. I was on the drum line, all that kind of stuff. So I think I've always had a love for music there. And I think it all just kind of came together with like combining sports and music. So I kind of found my own lane there.
I failed to realize I don't believe that you were necessarily bad at athletics because I was bad. I tried a few sports. I just said, you know what, this sport's not for me.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the name DJ Trunks?
My favorite show growing up was Dragon Ball Z, and there is this character in there whose name was Trunks. And when we were kids, we always would play Dragon Ball Z in the backyard. And, you know, you have to call your character. If you're playing Power Rangers, you have to say I'm the Red Ranger, I'm the Black Ranger, White Ranger, whatever it is. So like when we played that, I'd always say I'm Trunks. And so I kind of figured, you know, if I'm going to take this route, it'd be cool to be named the same character. That was my favorite character growing up. So I always didn't mind answering to it, you know. There were a lot of DJs, though. There were a bunch of bad ones. Like Trunks is like number 5. So,
I want to know, okay, what is the bad ones? I need to know these details. Share with the audience. What was the one? Because you have to, it's trial and error, right? With names. And then, like, I've given myself terrible nicknames growing up. I was Peanut. I was L Train. I was sort of all kind of bad names.
L Train?
L Train, yeah. I played basketball. I thought I was L Train, but I was light. It was no train coming to the lane. So,
there was DJ Hot Hands. That was terrible.
Hot hands.
Feeling hot.
Yeah, it was bad. I had DJ Lightsaber because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It just didn't pay off. Like it didn't. Like people were like just kind of kept coming up to me like vroom, vroom.
Yeah, like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I like lightsaber. Like I kind of like
probably the worst one was DJ Speed Dial. I don't know why I said Speed Dial, but I figured, if I say that, people are going to call me for the gigs. So I say DJ Speed Dial, and people were just like, nah, the phone didn't ring as much as I thought it was. So
said, call me baby.
Was that like a teenage Speed Dial? Like, okay, so was that like a teenager one when you get like DJ Speed Dial?
Definitely, it was like 16, 17-year-old. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, but you have to try those. You have to try Speed Dial. That's funny. I like that. That is a teenager name, right? And you create your own email behind it, DJ Speed Dial at yahoo.com.
Sing based on DJ Speed Dial.
That is, oh, I love it.
What DJ?
My
Chunks of DJ.
All Speed Dial at AOL.com.
Oh, AOL. Did you say call Speed? when you were transitioning, right? And then when you started transitioning to LA from the Atlanta scene, so you played in the Atlanta scene, have you noticed a music shift from LA and from Atlanta? Did you have to learn like, all right, well, I can't play this and get away with it. This is more what I need to play here. It was
a really cool shift because there was definitely a shift. Growing up in Atlanta, I grew up listening to Outkast, T.I., and Jeezy. That's what I grew up with.
Right.
And so I got to in Atlanta, all I knew about LA was the next episode by Snoop Dogg. Like that.
The Chronic. Come on.
I started hearing all the West Coast sounds, and I had to play a lot of house music. I played a lot of house music, EDM in LA, and I started combining that EDM and house music with like the crunk, trap music and stuff from Atlanta to kind of start learning how to blend genres together, which is kind of how I got my sound. So like I always loved to blend a bunch of genres together. And I learned that from like living in LA too. So
when you had your first DJ residency at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, right? That must have been like a significant milestone. Can you share with us how you got that opportunity and how did you feel about getting that opportunity?
Oh man, it was a great opportunity. It didn't start off that way. It was a huge party that my friend was throwing. He rented out the whole pool and the whole backspace area for the Roosevelt, and he had a bunch of DJs up, and I was the person that went on before the closer. We had a couple of other DJs, but I was right before the closer, and went up there, did my thing, and afterwards the manager kind of came over and tapped me. It's just like, hey, do you want to come back and stuff? And once they made it official, it was a huge milestone for me because it kind of took me out of like just doing the regular bars and the stuff like that and the weddings, and which you have to do when you're starting out, but being able to be in a situation where I know I'm going to be here every Saturday night, every Friday night. I know I'm not getting paid by a promoter that's like, hey, at the end of the night, here's that couple $100. We didn't hit capacity, so we got to, take this off the top. It's like, no, I'm getting paid by a paycheck with some like, real stuff. Like it felt like a job, like for the first time, not just a side hustle or a side quest, it really felt like a job in a good way. So it was great, and it helped me like mold a sound and get to know Hollywood and LA and have consistent people coming in. So it was really great.
Now, did that help with your confidence? Or were you always pretty confident on stage? Because as you're progressing in your career, right, you're seeing more people in the crowd. And as a DJ, I would imagine that the music, right, seeing the dancing and bobbing heads is how you get how you know it's a successful night.
Yeah, it's it definitely helped with my confidence because it was the first time that I was in front of that many people. Like I think we had about 2,000 people out there at this party, and I was so used to doing bars, a couple hundred people here and there and stuff like that. So once I realized, okay, I can handle this many people. Okay, so how do I handle 5,000 people? How do I handle 10,000 people? And then yes, you see the people's head bobbing and that kind of stuff. But sometimes, like, there are definitely situations where even if you're not bobbing your head or doing anything, I know I'm killing it. And you'll catch me.
I love the confidence.
Like catch me
Because
like
he is killing it. He is killing it.
There are plenty of times where like you'll catch me like just laughing to myself and just knowing like in my brain just like y'all don't know what's happening right now, and that's
Well,
okay.
I mean, you had how many people last night? Some 46,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, and when I did the two NBA, the Rain City showcases here. We had the Clippers and Trailblazers and the Utah Jazz versus the Clippers out here. I did both those games at Climate Pledge. And so, you know, once you start doing things like that, it's kind of hard not to get your confidence up, you know, because it's just so many people. This is like it's an arena and things like that. And then also I know I put in the work. You know, I've taken the free gigs. I DJ at a barbershop in Atlanta for months. Like I DJ for haircuts. And there's nothing that I haven't seen before. You know, like I mean, if I'm in a party and a bus full of clowns like drive through or something, then yeah, I'm like, oh snap, I'm surprised. But like at this point, I'm kind of, you know, I'm pretty confident in myself to be able to handle stuff, and I just know we're gonna have a good time when I'm up there.
Now, let's go back to the 7 clowns in the car. What would you think they'll prefer to hear? I kind of want to know.
I was waiting to hear what song
with
you
808.
No, if a bus full of clowns pulled up to a party and they all got out, I would probably go along the lines of playing a bunch of like, I'd probably play like there's a Rick Astley song. I just think it'd be funny. What was it? Like Never Gonna Give Up.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
I kind of want to see this. Is that bad?
I just think it's phenomenally awesome because you stop and think about all the people in the world or all the people in the world specific to your trade. You're the one there doing it at these large venues. I mean, that is like when someone wins a blue ribbon or whatever, and however many people competed, one person gets that ribbon. You're out there, you're the one, you're doing it. Congratulations. I am so proud of you. And just following on social media and talking to you right now, holy moly macaroni. It is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
And she meant every word of that holy moly and macaroni. I'm telling you, she texted me. Did you see what Trunks did on social media last night? I'm like, I didn't look. I just woke out. The thing that brings people together is music, right? And you have the ability, once you start playing music, people forget about everything and what's going on, unless their team are losing, right? Then the music you better play better somehow inspire that team, Trunks, to get those, either if it's runs or if it's scores or whatever has to happen, right? So you have what is the coolest job in the world.
Hey, by the way, the Mariners won last night when Trunks was DJing.
That's the only reason they won.
They didn't win the opening night when he wasn't there.
Right.
Just saying,
we
Seattle Mariners. Right? Just saying.
I don't know. Should I email someone? While you've been so blessed and able to DJ for the Kraken, the Storm, the Seawolves, you have some other stuff upcoming that we'll talk about with different sports venues. Have you noticed like the crowd prefers a particular set of music, or can you kind of cross play just between each event?
Yeah, I think the crowds definitely have a vibe with the music. Like with Seattle Storm games, it's way more leaning towards like hip hop, Motown, funk, R&B. Like I always try to make it feel like we at Auntie's house party in Atlanta. Like it's, you know what I'm saying?
Make sure somebody bring the macaroni for me then.
Right, yeah. That's the thing. Like and so, you know, I play like Frankie Beverly and mix it with like Pepper and bring in Migos and all that other, like I'm hitting everything. So like I always try to make sure, like when I DJ, I try to I think about Time Machine. That's usually what I think. I want to make sure like every artist from every generation sounds like they recorded these songs at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm doing let's say when I'm doing like Kraken or football, because I do Cougars too, WSU football and hockey.
I also like Cougars.
Yeah. Hockey, they lean towards a lot of rock and roll, but football, hip hop, basketball, hip hop, baseball. Everybody loves hip hop, man. Like
that's right. Everybody loves hip hop. Now, Trunks, I like that you said that about with hockey. So like with hockey, when the fighting gets to happen, what do you play? Do you play like dun, 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 dun? Like when you see a fight and the gloves drop, what do you do to kind of play to get that fight going?
I mean, it can go either way when it comes to fights. I think like with fights, there's a lot of you could play around and play stuff like the Mortal Kombat theme. You could play wrestlers' entrance music. That's always something that pops for people. Like people start fighting, and all of a sudden that glass shatters, and you hear the Stone Cold Steve Austin song.
That's a good one.
Like stuff like that. I remember we was it a year or two ago, and it was the when the whole Will Smith and Chris Rock thing happened. Right, so we dropped the Prince of Bel-Air theme song.
It's that cleverness you have within you, right? And that's what keeps the crowd engaged. This is why you're world renowned.
I'm working, man. I'm working. It's been, the love out here has been amazing. People have been great. They're honestly best fans that I've experienced is for sports. People love their sports teams out here. The UW and WSU rivalry is huge out here. Like the Cougars versus the Huskies thing is like on another level. It's not. I never experienced that where I'm from. Like it's not a huge Georgia Tech versus UGA. Like
right.
Like UW versus WSU is a huge thing out here, and it's been kind of weird because I host the UW games, you know, I'm on the microphone, but also I DJ the WSU football game. So it's like, you know, people are always like, hey, you know, you got to pick one. But I'm like, nah, bro. Like there was definitely a time where I had, it was like one weekend this season where I had a Kraken game. I had a UW game on a Thursday night and a Kraken game on a Friday night and a Cougar game on a Saturday night. And I remember I still had my UW, my Cougar shirt under my stuff, but I had a UW shirt on, and I was on the plane with a bunch of like Cougar fans, and I knew, and like I was about to take off my jacket because I was hot, but I looked down and I realized like, wait, if I take this off, they're going to see I have a UW shirt on, and I'm surrounded by Cougar fans. It's just not a good look.
Not a good look, you know. And you know what? That's risk averse, sir. You're very smart in your decision making.
Yeah.
Now, moral of the story is Trunks was warm on that flight.
He was warm on that flight.
I was sweating the entire flight.
And that's okay, but you're still alive. Now, Trunks, you're not only a DJ, you're also somewhat of a superhero, right? To your little one.
Yep.
Explain, you know, and you work so hard, but explain how that connection and bond you have with music and with your little one.
Well, it's been fun. I have two. I have one that's 6. That's my boy Tony. He's the one that I took to the game and had on and that kind of stuff. The other one, he's named Logan, and is 100% named after Wolverine and X-Men. Yes. And he turns 3 in June. But as far as the musical stuff, like it's been great. Like they want to learn how to play music, and we're at the house always practicing and stuff. Like I really want to make sure he's ready because I want him to play some music during one of our kids' games for one of the teams. But it's been great. It's been great. Like my son says he wants to be a DJ. I keep telling him like aim a little bit higher. Let's go like doctor. Let's go engineer.
Well, right, but you know what that is? That is you being a great positive role model, right? You being that positive male influence. Like it's always awesome. Like I tell my kids all the time, right? Your father is the only male that you will meet in life that want to see you do better than them and would not hate you for it, won't be spiteful for it, right? Like their goal is to see you do better than them. But by you setting such a positive example for your children, that's why they want to be like you, right? Like you're doing an awesome job, not only DJing, but being that superhero. I also heard too that you had a little bit of jokes. You did a little bit of comedy.
Yeah, man, it was a while back. Like, yeah, I did stand up for a while. You know, it was in LA for a few years when I was living there, and like I had my own comedy kind of show that I hosted at this comedy club in Burbank. I did the Comedy Store and Laugh Factory and stuff a little bit. But the thing is, like DJing and stand-up comedy are both nighttime gigs. And so I kind of felt like I had to choose which one to be great at, you know? And so I chose, you know, DJing versus that. And honestly, man, like there being up there on that stage, and if a joke doesn't land, it is a lonely place, man. Like, like, and I wasn't the type like I wasn't the type that if you interrupt me like mid joke to say something in the audience, I can't get back to my joke. Like I'm zero. So I kind of like, yeah, like I'm cool at this. I can make you laugh here and there, but I'm way more like dinner table conversation funny, not bright lights and the microphone in my hand.
Do you get to talk at all when you're DJing at these big events? Do you get a moment where you get to say anything, or is it strictly just music? Do you get to let your personality shine through or humor come out?
You know, I haven't been able to yet. With UW, I'm straight on the microphone. I don't DJ the UW games. They have a great DJ there, 1010. But I host those. Now, I think there might be a little bit of that more for the Storm season coming up. I'm trying to work that out because I mean, I remember one game they gave me a microphone and I had fun with it. But I think now that I've shown that I can do that, that'd be more of a common occurrence because I do like being on the microphone. It's fun.
But your humor and your personality is outstanding, right? So yeah, let him talk, people. Come on. Who's that? Just come on, Storm. Now, Trunks, we have some future stuff coming up that's care, and we can talk about it. Somewhat Final Four appearance in your future. You shooting Jays?
Man, I suck at basketball. I'm so I'm a guy that like I'm the closer I get to the hoop, the worse my shot gets. Now, if you want me, I'm the half court heaver. Like I can hit a half court shot. That's all I'm for. I'm like fourth quarter. You call me, you need that game winner from half court. I'm there, coach. That's it.
Gotcha. He said, don't expect me to make free throws or anything like that. Layups, please. I need to be 5,000 feet away from the hoop.
Yeah, we're going out to Phoenix this week coming up to help with Final Four stuff. I'm doing the fan events that they have, like Fan Fest and things like that. We'll be at, I think, Buick Arena doing that stuff. And then we have a concert on Friday night that I'm doing. I don't think they've announced who the artist is yet, so I don't really think I can say who it is, but it's a guy. He's won 16 Grammys. Kind of, I guess you could see who's won 16 Grammys and kind of narrow it down, but I'm excited about it. Definitely one of the biggest shows that I've done as far as like another artist and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pumped about it, and it's gonna be nice being out there.
Trunks, is there anything you want to say to the audience that you want to let them know how they can get in contact with you, where they can follow you? How can they watch you at the upcoming NCAA event, Final Four NCAA event?
Follow me all on Trunks the DJ. That's like my handle on Twitter, Instagram. I was about to say Vine. Vine's not even a thing anymore.
Well, you gonna bring it back.
TikTok. It's all Trunks the DJ. I'm always posting behind the scenes stuff and like preparation stuff and just fun things on my socials. I'm not sure how the Final Four events are going to be streamed, but I'll be showing everything from my Instagram. So yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm excited about it. When the signings come back, I'm trying to make sure I position myself to just slide right in there.
Well, you're already in there.
I say probably 26, 27 is like where I feel like we'll be playing NBA ball in that arena.
Trunks, now you're not only, I think you're talented there, you're a man of all skill sets, right? Not to mention you're a comedian, a DJ. You also have your real estate license and you're out there selling homes. How has that been in the real estate world? It's
been great, man. Like I work for a Seattle rental group out here. I started working in relocation, kind of just helping people get into apartments and rental homes out here, working with Boeing and all the people that they hire when they move them out here. I've been helping a lot of people move into places. And I got my license a few weeks ago. So now I'm on the selling side of stuff. So now I'm trying to get, the selling clients and the buying clients and trying to work that. But it feels like with me DJing, I'm meeting all the right people to kind of make that world work too. And I've always been the type of person that like, if it's based off me being a hustler to make the money and stuff, then I'm all for it. With this job, just like DJing is how I'm treating it, where, I'm just going to hit the ground running and just see what happens. But I think I'm positioning myself well enough to be able to be successful in that too. So it's been a lot of running around. Like, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of brain switching. Like, I don't remember, okay, am I real estate Trunks or on DJ Trunks today. Like there have been so many times like I've had to show people places on the way to a Kraken game, or I've had to show people places like just now I showed somebody a place an hour ago. Now I'm talking to you about DJing stuff. Like it's a lot of like switching brains on and off, you know, but I'm getting used to it, and I drink a lot of coffee. So
I can picture it now. They're like, okay, let's make an offer. And then in your mind, your DJ mind kicks in and you're just like, okay, cue the music. And then, you know, the suspicion or whatever music. And then you're like, oh, wait, no. Yes, let's make an offer.
I just personally want to know, do you DJ your own open houses? Because I'm coming. I'm on the way.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, my open house is about to be a party, man.
That's it. You know? I'm on the way. You let me know. I can't afford house Trunks, but I'll be at every open house you have.
Man, come on out, get some some souvenirs and some appetizers, and listen to some jams a little bit.
That's it. Absolutely. You let me know. I'm there. I'm telling you, we would definitely come to your next event that you're DJing downtown, because I think you're an amazing character. I love your spirit.
Trunks, you had mentioned in a post, I apologize, about a clothing line with the store you can't name yet. Is there anything you can talk about with that, or is it still on the down low?
Oh, it's no, it's a sponsorship with Simply Seattle. You know, the clothing store downtown. They have a couple of locations, but I'm working with them. You know, going to be shooting some stuff for for print. I'm trying to get my face out there on some buses and and try getting some commercials and stuff like that. So they're working with me, and I'm going to start posting things with them, and yeah, that's what's going on with that.
Oh, congratulations. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. You are an awesome human being.
I'm looking at this camera right now. I'm looking right at this camera. And for you corporate sponsors who throw these lame corporate quarterly events, if you need a DJ, holla at my boy Trunks, okay? We talking entertainment, might get a little comedy up there. He can sell the room, and his face might be on buses, okay? Stop having your boring events. Trunks, I got your back. Don't worry about this. And if you need a DJ, Trunks is where it's at. That's it.
Let's go, Trunks. Let's go.
Trunks, again, thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course.
Let everybody know. Trunks, do you have an outro? What is your outro?
You mean like a song?
Yeah, just like if you were ending this segment right now, how would you end it? What was your outro? Is it like, Russell Simmons always, God bless, good night. Do you have a Trunks outro like, get my merchandise today?
I don't really, I gotta work on that, man. I'm always a person that just says, stay blessed, stay focused, and work hard. Like, that's as cliche as that is. That's been my key, my go-to. And treat people the way you want to be treated. That's
you just hit all of my points for being better at life. So
yeah, you hit all the shit.
Don't ever quit saying those words.
Never quit saying that. But if you want to add some fun to it, let me know. I can dial up something that might get you in trouble, but that's fine. It's a creativity.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Don't let Larry even near the microphone.
Let me get there.
Trunks, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you for calling in today. This is amazing, and we are so proud of you.
We are. I feel like he's a relative of mine. Like, look at my cousin. Look at your cousin. You are a friend of the show for sure.
Oh yeah, I was just saying thank you for having me, and I really appreciate the love and support. And this city has been great, and the fans and the people have been so welcoming to myself and my family, and I don't take any of this for granted, and I'm always going to be out here having fun and working hard for all y'all.
Oh, that's perfect. Dude, you're awesome.
Thank you. I can just walk off the set.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to wipe a tear. Okay.
I don't want to cry on camera.